So last night, me and the fam were sitting down, eating our dinner, and I made a delicious, when I tell you delicious, I made a delicious pork loin center cut roast last night. Oh man, it was delicious. I cooked it like, a five-star chef, like I usually do. I really should just do a page on my cooking skills. My cooking skills are really ill like that. And you know what? This is what it looked like. I'm not only brilliant, I am a phenomenal cook. Now, how do you know you cooked a center cut pork loin roast properly? Look at this. You see that? You see this? Oh man, you see all that juice coming out of there? You could just, you see this? You see that? You see how it's just dripping? Oh, look at that. Perfection, baby. But now back to what I was saying. We were eating dinner last night, watching the news, and this segment came on about Afghanistan and the earthquakes.
Earthquakes have hit Afghanistan in recent years. In June of 2022, more than 1,000 people were killed in the southeast. And in October of 2023, more than 1,500 people died when a 6.3 magnitude earthquake struck the western province of Herat. Today, the Taliban Health Ministry pleading with the international community for more help.
Mary, this earthquake happened in a very mountainous part of the region, and that has made the response even more difficult. And Taliban officials warn that the casualty numbers could increase as searchers reach more areas impacted by the quake. Mary.
Those images just devastating. Marcus, thanks.
So now my question is this. Are we in a time now where American media will speak about the Taliban in such a way you wouldn't even think they were behind killing 13 of our service members not too long ago, wounding dozens, killing their own people, beheading people. Just atrocious acts of barbarism. But when you hear that segment, you be like, man, the Taliban people, they really must be some good people that need the world's help. Now, I'm not saying all Afghans are bad people. I'm not saying all Afghans are the Taliban. Afghanistan and, the Man Love Thursday things they got going on, not too many people will understand that reference. You got to understand Afghanistan to understand that reference. Man Love Thursday. But to hear our media speak about the Taliban like that, to legitimize those barbarians like that, we're in uncharted waters today. And keeping with that theme of uncharted waters, I think it's time to really reevaluate our relationship with India. What do you mean, Sean? What are you talking about? Well, it seems like Prime Minister Modi chose a side over the weekend.
Now to the stunning show of force at China's Security Summit. Russian President Putin and Indian Prime Minister Modi walking hand in hand, and leaders sharing a car ride. Today's display of unity sending a strong message to President Trump. Here's ABC's chief foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell.
The leaders of China, India, and Russia, tonight, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, all smiles, laughter, and a clear message to President Trump. The warm words are an effort to show a stable and alternative world order. President Xi Jinping rolling out the red carpet, hosting the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, an alliance of some of the world's most powerful nations not allied to the US. A challenge and a response to President Trump and Europe over sanctions and tariffs. Vladimir Putin promoting a system that would replace the obsolete Eurocentric and Euro-Atlantic models. In another apparent dig at the US, India's Prime Minister, who's locked in a battle with the US over sweeping tariffs, pledging warmer ties with China, aiming to be partners.
Modi telling the United States he's not happy about tariffs or cozying up to Pakistan. Putin saying that he has a big friend, strong friend in China. And Xi saying that we will continue to challenge U.S. leadership around the world.
So here's the difference between Trump meeting with Putin in Alaska and Prime Minister Modi meeting with Putin and Xi in China, in Beijing this past weekend. Trump's trying to stop a war between Russia and Ukraine. Prime Minister Modi just showed allegiance to Putin and Xi. Big difference. India doesn't want to stop buying oil from Russia, which is helping to fund the war against Ukraine. So Trump had to put more tariffs on India and, their fossil fuel industry, because we're trying to end the war, not keep funding it. So Prime Minister Modi, instead of, getting his resources from us and other allies, he chose a side, basically. So now it's time to really reevaluate our relationship with India. And I've been speaking about our relationship with India for a long time, because I feel like we didn't learn from the mistakes we made with China, outsourcing our country and our businesses to China, manufacturing to China. And then we turned around and we did the same shit with India. We outsourced our country to India in such a way our infrastructure and a lot of tech and other things are wrapped around our geopolitical relationship with India. And India he just chose a side. He's like, yeah, Putin's my homeboy. Xi, they're my homeboys. When are we gonna learn, man? We have to seriously reevaluate our relationship with that country and our immigration policies with that country on a serious level.